Hello everybody, this is Lila in Hawaii. I was making some lace cards today and I thought I'd show you how I do them. I don't know whether you can hear the birds outside, but there are a whole lot sitting by the stream. Can you hear them? And they're having a meeting. I don't know what it's all about, but they're quite chatting today. Anyway, the way I make these cards is very simple. And I wanted to show you, in case you don't know, but first of all I draw a template for the lace to go onto, and I write on it template so I know it is my template. And then I print off some scrapbook paper and glue it onto packaging. This is just card from, I think, like Amazon or something. I keep all those cards that things are packed in. And then I take it and I draw around it, and I hope you can see that. But I have my favorite pencil, and I draw around it, and then I cut it out. And after I've cut it out, I'm left with this. And of course, it has pencil mark around the sides, so I take an eraser and I do take the pencil marks off. And the back is like that, which I like a lot. So I'll just move this aside and show you how I do it, which is actually very easy. And when they're all rolled up onto their spools and sitting in a box like this, they look really nice. This little box was a throwaway from the internet serviceman. Some of his equipment was in little boxes, had a lid, and the lid I have folded down inside so it's open there. And he was going to throw it in the trash, and I said, "Oh, do you mind if I have that?" And he said, "Not at all." I said, "I like to recycle." He said, "Oh, that's good for the environment." And so he gave me the little box, and I love it because it's really just a plain box, and I just had to put a little sticker on the side where there was a little logo thing. Now, the way my lace came, these that I'm attacking, as it were, right now, a friend of mine who is an antique dealer gave me a huge bag of lace pieces. And they are lace pieces from the 50s, he said, 50s or maybe 60s, and unused, but not wrapped or anything, but I don't know whether they were samples. I tend to think they might have been samples, because this is only a portion of them, because they are certain lengths. They're either like 1 yard or maybe 2 yards. I think the longest I've found is like 4 yards for a piece like this crocheted edging here. But these are really handy if you're making cards. You don't want to cut into a big piece of lace. I find these very, very handy, and it's my favorite way of storing the lace as well. And of course, I don't get it all done. I have to sit outside sometimes. It'll take me an hour to untangle all of this. So I'll just kind of pick up this and show you a little bit of what I would do. I would look for a trim or lace that has an end, and I always look for the end, and that helps me. So that's that piece, and there's the end, and then I start pulling. And this one happens to be an exact meter. Well, I've already looked at it. I pull it out to the middle of my chest, like you do to measure, and I'm long-armed, so it's a meter. And then all I do is I wrap it. And I put 2 or 3 on a card, and it depends. So this is one. I'm not going to go through them all because that's not necessary. Probably a bit boring. Anyway, once I've got around to the back, I'll leave that for now, and then after a while I'll put that packing tape that you get when you're mailing packages, that wide cellophane tape that's sticky, and I'll put it right down the back over the pieces, over the edges, like that. So that would be one, and then I would choose a different one because I like them, you know, different. And good luck if I can find, okay, here we are. I do find an end. That was a bit of luck. Often I can't find the end, and I go around and around. Where is it? Where is it? And this piece is going on a long time. So this is obviously a long piece. And I don't think I want to keep pulling it because it's still pulling. So I would measure 2 meters for this one. I cut that off, and then I'm just going to put that aside. And I'll be working on that forever. So here we go. This one is the one I just pulled off, and it's different. I'm not going to wind the whole thing on because you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, when I put them on, I want the scalloped edge or the pretty part to show. So I make sure that that's high enough up that that's, you know, showing. And then if I'm putting a third one, I'll push them up a little bit and down a little bit, and I can fit a third one in there, like so. And I do like to have them looking nice. This mess bothers me, but it's in a bag, so I don't see it every day. So that would be that. And here, as I say, is how they look when they're in the box. And I've got different kinds on here. The other thing I do is I put on the back how many yards it is. In this case, it's 3, which means it's 2 pieces. So one piece will be 1 yard, because I never put less than 1 yard, and one will be 2. And then, for example, this one has 3 on it, and I put 4 yards on there. So that means that 2 of them are 1 yard and 1 is 2 yards. Now, the exciting thing is, oh, I was going to show you also what else you can put. Sometimes I want to store my embroidery floss because I like to embroider, and so I'll take the tags off this and I'll put 2 or 3 colors, and I try and put the color family. In this case, though, it's black and white. These are 2 embroidery flosses that I use quite a lot for outlining things or filling in, and black and white seems to run out a lot. I'm always short of it. So when I saw a whole bunch at Walmart, I bought them. They come in a packet of black and white mixed. So those can be wrapped on there, and they look good. Also, I like to wrap the seam binding. This one's an old one, and it's on a wooden spool, so I wouldn't use this. But I have a lot that's not on a spool, and I would wrap that on there too. So it's another place for storing. So I'll put those away. And then the other thing I was going to do was I was going to give away 1 set of lace and a card. So I've got the card already cut. So there's a meter, a meter, a meter, a meter. So 4 meters and the card, and that's going to be a giveaway. If anyone's interested, the instructions will be down below. That's how you do it, is it? Down there. And let me know if you're interested in receiving some of these. I do find that very, very helpful. I use them on cards. I use them on the edges of pages of books. They're just great. And I do have a lot more than this, so I'm not running short myself. So thanks. I'd like to share them, so thank you for watching, and hope to hear from you. Bye now.